Good evening, everybody. We're going to be doing a short, quick video here today. I got my new microphone, so this is going to be kind of a test run here as to how I have my setup. And if all goes well and you guys enjoy the quality, then I will go back to streaming and then uploading the live stream within the next couple hours. So, anyways, we're going to be going over a little bit of COVID-19 propaganda. This is Governor Whitmer. If COVID-19 cases continue rising, we could take steps backwards. So, if you're not familiar, Governor Whitmer of Michigan is an insane, psychotic tyrant. And, she's put on some of the most strict, unconstitutional mandates and orders and proclamations out of all of the states in the United States. So let's listen to this psychopath talk just for a minute, and then I'm going to break down this article so that you can see exactly how they scam us with this COVID-19 nonsense.
So more than 3,000 new cases were announced yesterday, and we're seeing the numbers keep going up. Is this a result of more testing, or are you seeing any alarming trends connected with these new cases?
Well, certainly there's a trend here, and we are doing a lot more testing. We've ramped up. However, we're seeing COVID-19 spreading across our state, and it is alarming. We know what it takes to get these numbers down. It takes scrupulous hand washing and physical distancing and mask wearing. The sad part of this moment is that we still, 8 months in, don't have a national strategy. And so it's on states to show the leadership. We have done it before. We need our residents to double down on what it takes so we can keep our economy engaged, get our kids in school. But with these numbers rising, and if this trajectory holds, it's going to have to mandate the possibility of taking steps backwards. And none of us wants to do that again.
Yeah, except for you, psycho. So, anyways, feel bad for the people in Michigan because they're going to be locked down again any day now. But it's coming for all of us. It's coming. That's how this has all been designed. As I've mentioned multiple times, they're sending out millions of these rapid COVID-19 tests all over the country. The federal government sent it out to each and every state, millions of them. I think it's something like at least 2 million tests per state. So those obviously those results for the nonsense PCR tests are going to be coming in, and let's break this down. Let's see exactly what these numbers are that they're talking about. Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer said that if hospitals begin to get overwhelmed as COVID-19 cases increase once again, Michigan could take steps backwards. Whitmer spoke with 7 Action News this morning, just one day after the state set a record for one-day increase in COVID-19 cases. On Saturday, the state reported 3,338 cases and 35 deaths. MDHHS Chief Medical Executive Dr. Jonay. Okay, so again, I don't mean to break up the flow of the article here, but every one of these mainstream media articles, every time I do a show, every time I do a video, I get to correct their idiocy, right? Let's read that again. This is a new sentence. On Saturday, the state reported 3,338 cases and 35 deaths. MDHHS Chief Medical Executive Dr. Jonay. So, I don't know exactly what they were trying to structure with that sentence, but this is like elementary school stuff, right? Elementary school children could edit these articles better than these professional editors and these, professional mainstream media people. These people are a joke. Anyways. The MDHHS also stated that while the data represents the date that the information was delivered to MDHHS from reporting labs, it does represent more current trends in disease occurrence. In fact, more than 96% of the test result being reported today originated from specimens that were collected from individuals in the past 5 days. So, again, propaganda, politician, and media manipulation to get people scared, right? So, no, it was not one day, 3,338 cases, right? This is 3,338 cases over 5+ days, right? So, What they did was they take all of their stuff and then they report it all on the same day, and then they use that as propaganda to remove your rights, scare people, put people into a state of panic and fear. So again, but that's the thing, people don't read past the headlines. They'll watch this little blurb of female Stalin here doing her little speech and think, oh gosh, yeah, we need leadership. We need a federal meeting. We need a mandate. We need more mandates. Please take my rights. Please, governor, please tell me to stay home. Please do a hashtag, mask up, idiots. It's just so ridiculous and nobody reads it. So again, if you didn't catch it, while the data represents the date that the information was delivered to MDHHS from reporting labs, it does represent more current trends in disease occurrence. In fact, more than 96% of the test results being reported today originated from specimens that were collected from individuals in the past 5 days. So again, every one of these articles, all the data that they put out, all the information that they give us to make us feel scared, it's all based on a bunch of nonsense, hooey-bahooey, right? Well, what does Joe Biden call it? He calls it malarkey. It's all a bunch of malarkey. So then here's another bit of propaganda. It looks like El Paso's getting locked down. Sorry, guys. I know it sucks, but time to take control of the world and do whatever you got to do to get back your freedom here. State, federal government surge resources to El Paso as hospitals reach capacity. El Paso is reporting a nearly 300% increase in COVID-19 hospitalizations since the beginning of the month, and its local healthcare system is completely strained. Over the weekend, county officials advised residents to stay home for the next 2 weeks as much as possible and established a nightly curfew. So this is the land of the free. Nobody is allowed to give us a curfew. We're not high school kids. We're grown adults in the land of the free, home of the brave, right? Nobody can give us a curfew, period. Completely unconstitutional. And guess who's doing it? A curfew is imposed for all citizens between the hours of 10 p.m. and 5 a.m., El Paso County Judge Ricardo Samaniego said Sunday. All area hospitals have reached capacity. All intensive care units in El Paso hospitals are 100% capacity. So as usual, right? Okay, then read this. While El Paso is reporting its hospitals are full, the Texas Department of State Health Services COVID-19 dashboard shows 363 beds are still available. That's because the dashboard looks at the entire region, Trauma Service Area 1, which includes more than just El Paso County. So here's the thing. They never tell you this. They don't ever tell you this, right? Hospitals are designed like bars, okay? Hospitals are designed like restaurants. They are designed and meant to operate at capacity. That is the whole point. These are for-profit. They are for-profit companies, right? These hospitals, and they're designed to run at capacity. So they're basically just saying that the intensive care units are at 100% capacity. That doesn't mean that there's no beds available. There's no way that they can take care of people. This is how they twist and manipulate reality to get everybody to live in fear and keep this nonsensical scam going. And then if you go on social media, any political talk at all, you'll see all the bots, all the fake social media accounts on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Anytime anybody's talking about anything, it doesn't even have to relate to C-19 at all, right? And then you'll have the same line repeated. 210,000 Americans have lost their lives and Trump has totally dropped the ball everywhere that you go. So, this is and has just been a big political thing. And, what's interesting is, I'm going to show you something real quick. Tim Poole did a video about the Great Reset. Let's see if it's on this channel or not. Is it this one? Let's see. I don't know. Anyways, the guy's got like 10 channels, right? So, he always trash talks conspiracy theorists because he likes to stay in the center, right? So that he can appeal to both, the lefties and the righties, right? He always has. That's always been his shtick, right? Never taken a firm stance on anything, right? But he always stays within the safe level of discourse where he's not going to get banned or whatever. But he just did a video talking about the Great Reset. And, it's funny because anytime he does a video of information that we cover, right? Because we're not just talking about the surface stuff. We're getting deep and finding out who's running the show and all that stuff, right? We're really looking at the New World Order. Whenever he does, he's like, well, I don't always agree with the conspiracy theorist. And, Alex Jones is crazy. And that's the thing, he always has to like preface it with, I'm not a tinfoil hat conspiracy theorist. But it's interesting because apparently now the guy's a gun owner from being a commie, basically. And now he's jumping right into the conspiracy theorist pond. So I thought that was quite interesting. But, why not just embrace it, right? The media is going to call you a conspiracy theorist for questioning just anything, right? So it really doesn't matter. You might as well jump in, quit pussyfooting around, join the club, and get into the real research and really look at what's going on in the world. So with that being said, hopefully this was a good representation of how ridiculous the propaganda is and how they use it to manipulate the general public. This is the kind of garbage that we need to be standing against, right? They use this information to justify removing our constitutional rights. Human rights being violated by a bunch of tyrants that are telling us that they care about us, right? So anyways, with that being said, appreciate you guys tuning in today. Check back tomorrow. Please let me know how the sound quality is. Do I need to adjust anything? Can you hear me okay? Do I need to move the mic? What do you think I need to do? Anyways, hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button. If you want to support the channel, you can always do so in the links below. You can download the Brave browser. That's something that you can do that will support both of us. You make money while you're using it, and I make money while you're using it. And you can also subscribe to my Subscribe Star for a monthly donation, or do a one-off hotshot cash deployment to help support the searching and seeking of truth via PayPal. So anyways, hopefully you guys are doing well. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow for another video, and take care.